over in the bottom half of the fifth inning, posted 6 runs, and it's just a deficit that the Cougars could not make up. But it's win in advance right now. So the Simpson Cougars are trying to capitalize on the win Tuesday and win this series here in Game 1 tonight, and the Cougars are going to try to force it to a Game 2.
Yeah, absolutely, Beck. It's good to be here with you, and we're excited about Games 2 and hopefully Game 3 tonight. We got to hit the ball. We got to throw strikes, and we got to hit the ball. That's the bottom line. We hit it early the other night, and then we couldn't get some timely base hits late in the game that ended up costing us the outcome of that game the other night. So throw strikes. We get our ace on the mound, Ashton Thompson, today. Hopefully he gets out to a good start. He's been throwing real well here down the stretch for us, so hopefully he does well. And our bats come to life here early.
Yeah, and on Tuesday night, the Cougars did have 11 hits. Simpson had 10 hits in the ball game, so pretty evenly matched right there. The Cougars' hitting was done primarily in the first half of the ball game. Simpson at the end of the ball game, there was one error in the ball game. It was committed by the Cougars of Simpson, so a pretty clean ball game, well-played ball game, just not enough for the BA Cougars to catch up to Simpson Academy. Teams have been introduced here at Wiggins-Gillis, and momentarily we're going to turn it over to our public address announcer, Dr. Ed Moak, for the opening invocation and our national anthem. And now we'll turn it over to Dr. Ed Moak.
And we ask you to help us honor America with the performance of our national anthem to follow. Let us pray. Dear Lord, thank you for this beautiful late spring, even early summer-like afternoon with which you have blessed us. Thank you also for blessing us with schools such as Simpson Academy and Brookhaven Academy. What a joy, what a great gift it is to live in 2021 in places like Lincoln County and Simpson County and surrounding areas. We have advantages and blessings that very few ever in the history of this planet have had. Let us use those blessings, those grace gifts, to honor your great commission to go forth into the world and spread your word to people who otherwise would have little chance of hearing it. A better way to promote the cause of Christ than to instruct, coach, and lead and mentor these young students and these young student athletes. Let us keep firm to that promise and that commandment. Protect these athletes, dear Lord, as they compete. Let them feel your joy as they compete. Let them perform with proficiency and with all the preparations they have and with enthusiasm and energy. Protect them, dear Lord. Protect us, our fans from Simpson Academy, as they travel a longer distance, our home fans as they travel later this season. We pray for this unique country, the United States of America. May it always hold to the Judeo-Christian ethic upon which it was founded, and that it never strayed from that. We pray these things, dear Lord, in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Opening prayer and invocation, national anthem by Dr. Ed Moak. We're ready for baseball, Coach, and what a beautiful afternoon it is for baseball here at Williams Gillis Ballpark. As I mentioned, pretty good crowd already on hand, and folks still coming in and just getting off work. Caven Academy go on defense first, dressed in their home blue uniforms, white numerals, white pants, white hats with the blue bill. Cougars from Simpson, they're also in their blue uniforms, red numerals, and gray trousers. Gaston Thompson on the mound. Trenton Tarver behind the plate for the Cougars.
Yeah, beautiful 85 degrees. Feels like 90 here as we approach first pitch. So excited, beautiful weather. Let's play two.
Absolutely. Yeah, of course, we'll have to see 2 ball games tonight for the Cougars to earn the opportunity to advance. And if there was a situation with the pitching battery, I would, best we can have are Thompson and Boyd, the hottest 2 pitchers for Caven Academy. Of course, Thompson comes in, the hard-throwing left-hander, the ace of the Cougar pitching staff. And if you wanted to roll somebody out in a must-have ball game, it would be Gaston Thompson.
Yeah, no doubt. He's been our ace all season long. He's throwing strikes. He keeps command of that breaking pitch. And I think he's going to give us a great opportunity to be in this game here early for sure.
Gaston Thompson on the mound for the Cougars. Trenton Tarver behind the plate. Easton Boyd down at third base. Avery Griffin at shortstop. Colin Waldrop at second base. Judson Griffin at first. Left field, Dylan Fortenberry. Center field, Michael Watts. And over in right field, Trevor Fortenberry, the defensive alignment for Coach Caleb Upton and his Brookhaven Academy Cougars. Throw down to second base. We're ready for baseball here at Williams Gillis. Brentley Berry steps in for Simpson. Where's number 1, second baseman? He bats from the right side. 4:34 p.m. First pitch. Thompson looks and delivers. I was going to work up out of the I want to remind everyone we're on CougarsLive.org live streaming. We're also on B92 Radio, WBKN, and B92 WBKN on YouTube. So a lot of ways to catch the ball game this afternoon. Call strike 1, 1 ball, 1 strike to Berry. Cougars shade a little bit to the right side. Watts moved over about 10 steps from the flagpole in center. In the dirt, ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike to Brentley Berry, the second baseman for Simpson. Infield pretty much straight away. Thompson rocks, fires. That one's going to stay up out of the zone, so 3 balls, 1 strike. Pretty good velocity from Thompson. Just missed the strike zone on that one. Call strike 2. 3 balls, 2 strikes to the leadoff batter, Brentley Berry from Simpson. Thompson shakes a few signals, delivers. Howled over the screen. So Thompson looks in. 3-2 count. Leadoff batter, Brentley Berry. Here's the pitch from Thompson. Another one plowed over the right side. That's going to find the fence and go out of play. Three balls, 2 strikes. Thompson rocks, fires. Another one fouled over the screen. So good job by Berry. This will be the 9th pitch of that bat for Berry, so a good job fighting off Gaston Thompson. Thompson doing a good job on the 3-2 count, finding the strike zone. Breaking pitch, that one's going to stay up. So a 9-pitch walk for Berry. Simpson in business, leadoff batter on first, going to bring up Carter Cockrell. He's the center fielder, wears number 2 for Coach Kelly Greer. Let's see what Coach Greer dials up. See if he wants to move Berry. Thompson looks, fires. That one's going to stay out of zone. Ball 1. Pretty good job right there, Coach, with the slide step. Going to hold. Of course, Thompson, the left-hander, don't expect too much of a lead over there from Barry.
Yeah, he kept him honest there in that first pitch.
Pitch to the plate from Thompson. Hard hit ball. That's going to get base hit to left field. Walton Barry tosses it into the infield. So 2 batters, 2 runners for Simpson. Cockrell with a single to left field. Bryce Jensen's going to step in. Wears number 13, the right fielder for Simpson. So Simpson, something working here early. Just underway here at Williams-Gillis. Thompson looks, going to check both his runners. Comes to the plate. Call strike 1. Just a case right here, Chris. Thompson's just got to settle in, get a ground ball, get a pop-up, get that first out of the ball game, and I think you kind of just see a change in the dynamic.
Yeah, just got to stay ahead here. Throw strikes and stay ahead.
No balls, 1 strike. Bryce Jensen, your batter. Squares to bunt. Call strike 2. Jensen pulled off of that one. Looked like they may have had to sacrifice bunt work, and Jensen didn't like the pitch, but it was right down the middle. So no balls, 2 strikes to Jensen. Strikeout would be big right here for Thompson. Thompson looks, checks his runners. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Out number 1 via the strikeout. I'd like to welcome our friends from Simpson Academy. Had several of the fans come and get the live stream URL, cougarslive.org. Share it with your friends. Glad you could join us and watch the ball game. Also on B92 Radio, WBKN. Andrew Smith, number 3, steps in. He'll be handling the pitching duties tonight. Bats from the left side. Thompson rocks just off the outer edge, that is.
Yeah, Fatarver tried to frame it, but it was just on the outside.
1 ball, no strikes to Andrew Smith. 2 runners on for Simpson. Same pitch, but on the inner half of the plate. 2 balls, no strikes. Gently buried down at second via the walk. Carter Cockrell, base hit over at first base. Just underway here at Williams-Gillis. Here's a pitch from Thompson. Flare down the left side. That's going to find the bleachers. So 2 balls, 1 strike to Simpson pitcher Andrew Smith. Cougars straight away defensively, infield and outfield. Thompson rocks, fires, swing and a miss. Strike 2.
Helped us out there. Chased one way out of the strike zone, up in the strike zone there, but helped us out. So takes the count even 2-2 with 2 outs here.
Like Thompson went with a little bit of an all-speed pitch, but it was, like you said, high and tight, and Smith went after it. Breaking pitch didn't move. Hit Smith on the arm. So hit batsman. Send Smith down to first. Barry slide over to third base. Cockrell down to second. It's going to bring out Crosby Mullins, number 4.
Jaden Wedgeworth, number 17, is going to be the courtesy runner there
For
Smith at first.
Of course, Smith, the pitcher. I think they allow a courtesy runner for pitcher and catcher. Crosby Mullins steps in. Opportunity to do some damage here in the first inning. Bases loaded for Simpson. 1 out in the inning. Thompson looks to Mullins and delivers. Going to work up and out of the zone. Ball 1. One ball, no strikes to Mullins. Bases loaded for Simpson. 1 out in the inning. Ball down to third base. Boyd's going to step on the bag. Throw across the double play. Good play right there by Easton Boyd. Stepped on the bag at third. Got the force out of Cockrell. Throw across the diamond, 5-3 to get Mullins by a step and get the Cougars out of a jam.
Huge play right there by Boyd. Had the wherewithal to step on it, throw a strike across the jud, and huge out for the Cougars there to get out of a jam there. Bases loaded, one out. Caston, great job getting the ground ball to get the double play.
So far, Simpson, there were no runs, one hit, no Cougar errors, and 2 runners were left on base. At the end of 1/2 inning of play, Simpson Academy 0, Brookhaven Academy coming to bat. Let's give it to the studio for 1 minute. 1 minute down the line. This is BA Baseball on CougarsLive.org.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Got a DIY project coming up. The helpful hardware folks at Perkins Ace Hardware are here to help you with the electrical and plumbing supplies and all the tools you'll need to get the job done. Whether it's painting a room or fixing that pesky water leak, you'll find what you need to get the job done at Perkins Ace Hardware, Lincoln Plaza, Brookhaven.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Perkins Ace Hardware opens Monday through Saturday, 7 a.m. till 5 p.m.
Haven Hall Healthcare Center is committed to providing your loved ones with superior care. Haven Hall Healthcare provides residents a comfortable setting with care provided by a staff dedicated to their well-being. Haven Hall Healthcare Center offers an exam room for telehealth calls and other services. Find out more about the services offered at Haven Hall Healthcare, 101 Mills Street, Brookhaven by calling 601-833-5608, 601-833-5608.
And we're back here at Williams-Gillis Ballpark. I do apologize for our live stream watchers. We are not able to switch it over to commercials during the break, so you'll just catch the warm-up pitches, and then we'll join you back on air when we return from our break with B92. So, for Brookhaven Academy, Colin Walter, Dylan Fortenberry, and Casper Thompson, 1, 2, 3 for the Cougars. Andrew Smith on the mound for Simpson. Breaking pitch from the left-hander Smith, call strike 1. Pitch on the inner half, didn't get the call. 1 ball, 1 strike. That one's going to work up and out of the zone. 2 balls, 1 strike to Walter.
Smith works quick on the mound.
Well, he does, doesn't he? I'm trying to catch up here in the book, and lazy fly ball. Center fielder comes in. Cockrell makes the running catch. A little confusion early on that one between Cockrell and the shortstop, McKinney. They straightened it out. Cockrell called him off, made the catch on the dead run, so fly ball to center, and the first out of the inning for Simpson. Dylan Fortenberry steps in, homered the other night at Simpson Academy. Dylan wears number 13. The left fielder bats from the left side. Breaking pitch stayed up and out of the zone, ball 1. Cockrell delivers again. Call strike 1, outer half. Boy, when you say Cockrell works quick, he certainly does. You get a couple of pitchers working this fast, you'll have a quick ball game. Swing and a miss from Fortenberry.
Change up?
Yeah. 1 ball, 2 strike.
Way out in front of it.
Here's the pitch from Cockrell. Just missed on the outer half. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out in the inning. We're in the bottom half of the first here at Williams-Gillis. Smith delivers. That one hit Fortenberry in the leg, so another hit batsman, but on the other side of the ledger. So Fortenberry down to first, hit by the pitch, brings up Caston Thompson. Thompson wears number 30, of course, handling the pitching duties tonight, this afternoon for the Cougars. Smith looks into Matt Adcock, hits his sign, checks Fortenberry at first. He'll throw over to Mullins at first. Fortenberry back in time. Pitch to the plate. Just off the outside corner. All 1 ball, No strikes, 1 out here in the bottom half of the first inning. Shot over the third baseman. Boy, that took a high hop off the hard ground. A one-hopper from in front of the plate, and it landed in the outfield grass, and third baseman Walton Kennedy had no chance at that one.
Yeah, he chopped that right off the turf here in the dish here at home plate and just bounced it right over. There was no chance for Kennedy at third base, like you said.
So Thompson with a single to the left side, right off the turf, and bounced completely over the third baseman's head. Fortenberry down at second. Thompson over at first. To the plate, Trenton Tarver. Tarver also a hot hitter for the Cougars. Pitch on the way from Smith. Shot down the line. Knocked down by the third baseman. So a fielder's choice by Tarver. Third baseman Walton Kennedy took that one off the chest, fought it off, forced out Dylan Fortenberry at third. So pretty good play down there by the third baseman. Kennedy took that one right off the chest. Textbook.
Samuel Evans is the courtesy runner there for Caston Thompson at second base.
Easton Boyd steps in. First pitch on the inner half. Didn't get the call. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs in the inning for Simpson. Boyd Ware's number 10 is playing third base here in game 1. 2 balls, no strikes to Boyd. Boyd's a likely pitcher if the Cougars can advance to game 3.
That's right.
Pitch on the way from Smith. That one worked inside. So 3 balls, no strikes to Boyd. Judson Griffin waits his chance on deck. Simpson loaded the bases in the top half of the first inning. Cougars got out of it with a double play. Pitch to Boyd, swinging on 3-0 count. Might have chased one down in the zone right there.
Yeah, he chased the ball forward for sure there.
Hit it down into the Simpson bullpen. So 3 balls, 1 strike. Pitch to Boyd, swinging him in. So Smith runs the count to full after falling behind 3-0. Expect the runners to be moving right here. Smith checks. He'll spin. Nothing moving out with Evans at second base. Just a courtesy look out there. He'll rewind it and do it again.
3-2, 2 outs.
Here's the pitch to the plate. Roller to second baseman Barry. Barry across the diamond to Mullins, and that'll do it for the Cougars. 4-3. If they're scoring at home for the 3rd out of the inning. For Brookhaven Academy, no runs, 1 hit, no Simpson errors, and 2 runners were left on base. 1 complete here at Williams-Gillis. Brookhaven Academy 0, Simpson 0. Let's give it to the studio for 1 minute. 1 minute down the line. This is VA Baseball on CougarsLive.org and B92.
A monument is more than a headstone. It's a lasting memorial. Brookhaven Monument helps families design and create unique works of art to honor your loved ones. Visit the Brookhaven Monument showroom on Highway 51 North Brookhaven. Brookhaven Monument's facility houses state-of-the-art equipment, allowing them to do all necessary work on site. Honor your loved one with a fitting memorial and ask about their pre-planning program. Brookhaven Monument, 807 Highway 51 North Brookhaven.
Call 833-5701.
Hey, this is Will Thibodeau with Sullivan Ford Lincoln, Southwest Mississippi's Ford truck headquarters. The spring sales event is on at Sullivan Ford. With tons of new inventory arriving and with trade-in values at historical all-time highs, now's the time to come trade in your ride. Your trade is worth thousands more than ever before here at Sullivan Ford. Bring your trade in and trade up to a new Ford or Lincoln while the selection is best. Come see our family here. Visit us on the World Wide Web at SullivanFordLincoln.com. Sullivan Ford Lincoln. We're better, we're proving it, and we want you to be the judge. Exit 40, Brookhaven.
And we're back here at Williams-Gillis Ballpark. 1 inning of play in the books. No runs on either side. Both teams did threaten. Good opportunity on both sides. But defensive plays seemed to get the better in both situations. Gaston Thompson comes out for his second inning of work. For Simpson, Matt Adcock, Walton Kennedy, and Barrett McKinney. 6, 7, 8 batters for Coach Kelly Greer. Final warm-up toss is taken. Matt Adcock steps in. He is the catcher, wears number 12 for the Cougars of Simpson. Thompson looks, delivers. Going to work off the plate, 1 ball, no strikes. Here's the pitch from Thompson. That one's going to work low. 2 balls, no strikes. Just got to find that strike zone. Make the Cougars of Simpson put the ball in play. Here's the pitch from Thompson. Hard hit ball. Right guy took a big hop right before it got to Boyd. Got over his glove. So they're going to score that one a single. And they do from the press box. I'd have to agree with that one. I mean, that one came right at Boyd. He's moving to his left, hit the ground, and hopped just completely over his head, almost like the ball that was hit down to Kennedy.
Yeah. Definitely a hit there. Just a strange carom past Boyd into left field. Nobody out.
Speaking of Kennedy, number 19, Walton Kennedy steps in for Simpson. He is the third baseman. Pinch runner down at first base for the catcher, Adcock. We'll pick up that number momentarily. Kennedy squares the bunt. Strike 1. Couldn't get it on the ground. The ball is 1 strike. Walton Kennedy. Thompson box fires. Flare out to right field. Fortenberry settles under it. Good job out there by Fortenberry. Boy, he's fighting the setting sun from the west. And anything on the right side, you're looking dead into that sun until it lowers behind the trees. And Trevor did a pretty good job with that line drive.
He's got sunglasses on. He used his glove for a little extra. Made a nice play as the ball was tailing away from him. So, great job, Trevor.
So a line drive to Fortenberry in right field for the first out of the inning. Barrett McKinney steps in, the shortstop for Simpson. Pitch up and out of the zone, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out. We're in the top half of the second inning here at Williams-Gillis. Thompson looks, delivers, fouled back to the screen. McKinney had a good cut at that one. Watts about 15 steps to the right of the flagpole. Fortenberry left, directly in front of the scoreboard, so the shift is on toward the righter half of the outfield. Time is passed for and received by McKinney in the batter's box. Thompson throws over to first. Griffin, courtesy runner, back in time. One ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Thompson comes to the plate, calls strike 2.
Looks like number 27, Braden Duncan, to be our courtesy runner down there at first base, 27.
Okay, Duncan down at first. Your young guys can see better than me.
Braden Duncan, an 8th grader.
There we go. So Duncan down at first base, running for Adcock. 2 strikes on McKinney. That one's going to work out of the over to the left-hander's batter's box. Tarver thought about a snap throw behind Duncan down at first. He scurried back to the bag. Thompson looks, delivers, foul back to the screen. Well, Simpson's done a pretty good job fighting off some pitches, especially with 2 strikes, making Thompson work.
That'll get that pitch count up. That'll take a toll in the 5th or 6th inning of this ball game.
Mm-hmm. Of course, you have a 110 pitch limit. in high school baseball. Line drive out to shortstop Griffin. Griffin over to Griffin for a double play. Avery Griffin snags the line drive out of the air for the second out of the inning, then tosses across the diamond to Justin Griffin for the third out of the inning, and that'll do it for Simpson in order.
That was a nice play. Young base runner on first. He did what he was supposed to do. He got a good secondary lead, and he actually froze, but it was hit so hard at shortstop that he had plenty of time to throw over and get Duncan back at first base to double him off to end the inning.
For Simpson, no runs, 1 hit, no Cougar errors, no runners left on base. After 1.5, Simpson 0, Brookhaven Academy 0. Let's give it to the station for 1 minute. 1 minute down the line. This is BA Baseball on CougarsLive.org and B92.
Flooring Warehouse of Brookhaven is pleased to announce they now have 2 locations to serve you. 805 Brookway Boulevard and also Highway 51 South in the former J&B Tile location. They have you covered with cutting-edge materials from countertops to floor coverings. Get in-house fabrication, unparalleled installation, and stunning design. From remodels to new construction, get fast, friendly service at Flooring Warehouse of Brookhaven on Brookway Boulevard at 601-265-2372 and Flooring Warehouse of Brookhaven and Natural Stone, Highway 51 South, 601-833-4005.
There's nothing small about the heart of your business. It's why your employees aren't just employees, they're family. We can help you protect them like family. For 175 years, that's been the legacy of New York Life Insurance Company. Simply call Dwayne Allred, your local New York life agent. Dwayne can be reached at 601-833-0604 or at newyorklife.com. He will help you put your love into action for your business, your employees, and can even do it for your family too.
Back here at Williams Gillis, we do apologize. Justin Griffin with a fly ball to the shortstop, first out of the inning, and Andrew Smith took 2 warm-up pitches, and he was ready to go, so we'll have to keep that in mind. Probably cut those breaks to 30 between innings when Smith's coming out to warm up. Pitch to Trevor Fortenberry, called strike 1.
Yeah, we mentioned how quick he worked in the bottom of the first, and he carried that on into his warm-ups coming here into the bottom of the second.
Absolutely. That ball, Fortenberry hit him on the thigh. You know, we talked about Fortenberry all year. He stands on the inside half of the batter's box, puts his toes on the line. That one caught him in the left thigh.
He's good for a hit-by-pitch just about once a game with that stance in that box as he crowds home plate, like you said.
Absolutely. Michael Watt steps in, center fielder. Where's number 6 for Brookhaven Academy? Pitch on the west. Hard hit ball to center field. It's going to get over the center fielder's head. Stockwell. Fortenberry is going to make his way down to third. Watch. In with a stand-up double.
Nice stroke there. Michael Watts jumped on that first ball fastball and did not miss it. Drove it 1 hop off the center field fence there. Moving Brookhaven Cougar runners into scoring position now at second and third with 1 down.
Tell you what, Cockrell out in center field. He was on the dead run backwards, didn't misjudge it, just had no chance at it. 1 hopper off the green monster out in center field. Cougars in business, runners at second and third base. Fortenberry third, Watts out at second with the double. Avery Griffin steps in, swinging a miss, strike 1. So Griffin really like to hit something to the right side. One strike. That one must have hung outside. Pretty good breaking pitch right there from Smith. Didn't get the call. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Avery Griffin. Base hit to the right side by Griffin. That's going to score Fortenberry. Good piece of hitting by the Cougar freshman. Well, I tell you what, Coach, right there, Griffin intentionally wants to punch that one to the right side, pick up the RBI, got a base hit out of it, get it in between the second baseman and the first baseman. Good piece of hitting out there from Griffin.
Great piece of hitting there. Since the first baseman gave up on it very quickly off the bat, I think the second baseman was a little hesitant, thinking that first baseman might make a play on it, and that ball just had eyes and found a hole in the right field.
Michael Watts down at third. Avery Griffin over at first base. 2 singles in the single and a double in the inning for the Cougars. Colin Walter steps in. Fly ball to center fielder, his first time up. Pitch up and out of the zone. Adcock had to go up and get that one to keep it off the screen. 1 run in the inning for the Cougars. As we mentioned, both teams had good opportunities in the first, could not score. VA has plated 1 run here in the second inning. Swing. That was going to get to the screen. Here comes Watts. He's across the plate. He scores on the pass ball. Griffin's going to move down to second base.
Great secondary lead by Michael Watts there on the pitch, and he was able to score standing easily.
You know, Watts, one of the fastest Cougars out there, and he saw that one under the glove of Adcock.
Yeah. Great speed.
That was just a miss by the catcher, went straight under his mitt to the screen. Watts scores easily, 2-0 for the Cougars. That one's going to look out as his own. 2 balls, 1 strike to Walter. Avery Griffin scampered down to second base, so in scoring position. High fly ball from Walter. Pitcher Smith's going to call everybody off, makes the play. So fly ball to the pitcher. Second out of the inning. It's going to bring up Dylan Fortenberry.
Dylan steps in as one of our hottest hitters of late, so runner in scoring position, see if he can find some green grass out there. Plate a very big run at second base for Brookhaven.
Breaking pitch, swing and a miss. Off-speed breaking pitch, Fortenberry out in front of that one. A lot of space between the right fielder and center fielder. Cockrell straight away in center. Jensen shaded to the line, so a big gap in right center field. Fortenberry swings. That one's going to hook foul down into the Cougar bullpen. Had a good pass on that breaking pitch, but again, just out in front of that off-speed pitch.
First time through the lineup, he threw a lot of breaking balls to our top 2 and 3 batters.
No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. In the bottom half of the second inning, 2 runs across for Brookhaven Academy. Glad you could join us. Shot right back to Smith. Smith's going to toss it over to Mullins and retire. Fortenberry 1-3 for the third out of the inning, but not before the Cougars could strike twice. 2 runs on 2 hits. No Simpson errors, and 1 runner were left on base. So at the end of 2 complete, Brookhaven Academy 2, Simpson 0. Let's give it to the studio for 1 minute. 1 minute down the line. This is BA Baseball on CougarsLive.org and B92.
Whether you like to spend a day in the woods hunting or out on the lake fishing, 51 Pawn & Gun has what you need. Guns, ammo, fishing supplies, and lots more. And get your hunting and fishing license at 51 Pawn & Gun. 51 Pawn & Gun also carries a great selection of jewelry and electronics. Check out the selections and the deals. 51 Pawn & Gun, Highway 51 between Pocatello and Brookhaven. Open Monday through Friday, 8 till 5, and Saturday, 8 till noon. Call 835-2661 for 51 Pawn & Gun. There's nothing small about the heart of your business. It's why your employees aren't just employees. They're family. We can help you protect them like family. For 175 years, that's been the legacy of New York Life Insurance Company. Simply call Kelly Allred, your local New York Life agent. Kelly can be reached at 601-833-0604 or at newyorklife.com. He will help you put your love into action for your business, your employees, and can even do it for your family too.
And we're back here at Williams-Gillis Ballpark, 2-0 lead for Brookhaven Academy. 2 runs plated in the bottom half of the second inning. A double from Michael Watts and a single from Avery Griffin. And those are your 2 runs, 2 RBIs for those 2 Cougar batters.
9-1-2 for Simpson.
Warner Watkins steps in. Hard hit ball to the left side. Going to speed it straight to the outfield. So a first hit single from Watkins. Starting pitcher last night. Or check that on Tuesday evening. So a single for Watkins. Back to the top of the order, Brentley Berry. Berry reached on a base on balls his first time up. Thompson out for his 3rd inning of work. Thompson looks, delivers to the plate. going to stay down in the zone, ball one. 1 ball, no strikes. Brentley Berry, he's the Simpson second baseman. Flag is laying still in center field. Shot down to third base. Boy, to Walter. Across the diamond. It's time for the double play. 5-4-3 double play. Easton Boyd to Colin Walter. Walter to Griffin at first. Twin killer right there. 2 double plays in consecutive innings, all triggered by Easton Boyd. Wow, that's good baseball.
Good baseball. Wasn't quite sure. Colin looked like he took a little time to get out of his glove at second base, but still enough time to get it over there, throw a nice hard strike over to Judd to get that double play.
So double play, Boyd to Walter to Griffin. 2 outs in the inning. Carter Cockrell steps in. 1 ball, no strikes. Inner half, didn't get the call. 2 balls, no strikes to Cockrell. Cockrell singled his first time up. Was forced out at third. Ball strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs in the inning. We're in the top half of the third here at Williams-Gillis Ballpark on the beautiful campus of Brookhaven Academy. Boy, how about that student section out there, Coach?
Yeah.
Filled to the brim.
Right field roost, full in effect.
Ball strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Loose and wild here at Williams-Gillis.
And play around with him right here.
Come with your best pitch right here.
That's it. Throw by him.
Thompson shakes off a few. Comes to the plate. Fastball. Lazy fly ball center field. Michael Watts calls him off. Makes the play in center. And that'll do it for Simpson.
Great play in center field by Michael Watts. Just about any fly ball, routine fly ball, left or right of him, he's going to get it. Plays a great defensive center field there for Brookhaven.
For Simpson, no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and no runners left on. We're going to give it to the studio for 30 seconds, Jeremy, 30 seconds down the line. This is BA Baseball on CougarsLive.org and B92.
Whether you like to spend a day in the woods hunting or out on the lake fishing, 51 Pawn and Gun has what you need. Guns, ammo, fishing supplies, and lots more. And get your hunting and fishing license at 51 Pawn and Gun. 51 Pawn and Gun also carries a great selection of jewelry and electronics. Check out the selections and the deals. 51 Pawn and Gun, Highway 51 between Pocatello and Brookhaven. Open Monday through Friday, 8 till 5, and Saturday, 8 till noon. Call 835-2661 for 51 Pawn and Gun.
And we're back here at Williams-Gillis Ballpark. Going to move into the bottom half of the third inning. Cougars leading by a score of 2-0. It'll be Caston Thompson, Trenton Tarver, Easton Boyd. 3-4-5 for Coach Caleb Upton. Thompson had a single to the left side back in the first inning. High chopper over the third baseman. On the hands, fouled it over toward the Cougar dugout. Good play over there by Coach Randy Spring. He still got it. Saw him field a few balls down at first base for the Golden Eagles of Southern Miss back in his day. Thompson, slicer to shortstop, scooped out of the ground by McKinney, tossed across the diamond to Mullins off the bag. Mullins came off, made a swipe tag, got Thompson on the shoulder to retire. Caston on his way to first base.
Yeah, great play by Mullins there.
Yeah,
the throw was off, brought him up the line, and still managed to catch it and tag Thompson as he came by in time.
Kind of working around the pole right here. Fly ball to right field. That one looks like it's going to get over the right fielder's head and off the top of the wall and home run from Trenton Tarver. Boy, the right field of Bryce Jensen. I thought he had a play on it, Coach.
It kept sailing. He kept backing up, and then he started turning the jets on and realized it was going to keep carrying, and hits right off the top of the yellow line and goes right over for a round tripper.
Yes.
Tarver.
As soon as Bryce Jensen made reach for the wall, he ran out of real estate. Ball, we saw it at the very top of the fence and bounce over toward the hitting facility And there's your 3-run lead for Brookhaven Academy via the solo home run from Tarver. Boy, you're right. That's exactly the description. It just kept carrying and got over Jensen's head and out of the ballpark.
Might be in the bed of my truck out there where I parked.
Maybe.
Right outside that right field fence. Maybe in the back of my truck.
Easton Boyd steps in, grounded out to the second baseman. Barry, his first time up. 1 ball, 1 strike to Boyd. Cougars with a 3-0 lead. 2 runs in the second and a solo home run from Trenton Tarver here in the third. Just out of the strike zone. Ball 2, 2 balls, 1 strike to Boyd. Again, Smith, a quick worker on the mound. Call it strike 1. Check that, strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. In on the hands, but on the inside half of the plate. Swinging a strike 3. Good pitch right there from Smith. Retires Boyd for the second out of the inning. Judson Griffin steps in. Fly ball to the shortstop, his first time up. Griffin wears number 12. He's playing first base tonight. Pitched a pretty good ball game. Had solid 4 innings of the night. As we said, Simpson had a pretty good offensive explosion in the 5th inning. Call strike 1 to Griffin. Judson's been swinging a pretty good bat of late. Hard hit ball out to McKinney is short. McKinney across the diamond. Mullins in time to get Griffin. And that's going to retire the Cougars in order for Brookhaven Academy in the bottom half of the 3rd inning. 1 run, 1 hit. No Cougar errors and no runners left on base. At the end of 3 complete, Brookhaven Academy 3, Simpson Academy 0. Let's give it to the studio for 1 minute. 1 minute down the line. This is BA Baseball on CougarsLive.org and B92.
For the freshest seafood this side of the Gulf, come to K&B Seafood in Brookhaven. K&B Seafood has live or boiled crawfish, oysters, and fresh boiled shrimp and crabs. K&B Seafood carries a great selection for fish lovers. Fresh catfish, salmon, tuna, amberjack, red snapper, and more. K&B Seafood also takes special orders for any event. Call 601-990-2055. Most major credit cards and EBT cards accepted. K&B Seafood, 307 Highway 51 North Brookhaven. Open Tuesday through Saturday, 10 a.m. till 6 p.m. Follow them on Facebook for specials.
Take your choice, conventional fuel or ethanol. You'll find both at RB Oil Oil, Highway 51 North Brookhaven. Drive on in. RB Oil Oil will pump your gas for you. And for all of your petroleum needs, you can always depend on RB Oil Oil. They're open Monday through Friday, 5 a.m. till 7 p.m. and Saturdays from 5 a.m. till 2 p.m. RB Oil Oil Company, Highway 51 North Brookhaven, where service still matters. Call 833-6721 for RB Oil Oil.
Back here at Williams Gillis, 3 innings in the books. Brookhaven Academy 3. Simpson yet to score. For Simpson in the top half of the 4th. Bryce Jensen, Andrew Smith, and Crosby Mullins. 3, 4, 5 hitters for Coach Kelly Greer. Coach don't have a temperature check, but it's dropped just a little bit. Feels pretty good out here. Of course, we're under the grandstand canopy, so sun is not a factor, but beautiful evening for baseball. Thompson looks into Jensen. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball, stayed up and out of the zone, ball 1.
I don't know how it's possible, but it's increased 1 degree since we started at 85. It's showing 86. There
we go. That's why I wasn't a weatherman. That one's down in the dirt, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes to Jensen. Thompson looks to Tarver. Here's the pitch. Call strike 1. Coach, you mentioned in the last ball game, the Cougars using the electronic earpiece, so they'll radio in the pitches to Tarver. Pitching coach Jose Acosta. Swinging a miss, strike 2. So Thompson battles back, evens the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Coach Acosta had a good talk after he watched the last game, and they do a lot of shakes, and a lot of those shakes are on purpose, to try to throw the batters off there. So, great strategy. He does an awesome job with our pitchers as BA pitching coach.
Just out of his own, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Coach Acosta, he was pitcher over at Meridian and Blue Mountain College. So pitched at the next level. Southpaw. Pitch from Thompson, swinging a miss. Boy, Jensen chased the high fastball, couldn't catch up with it. Thompson records the strikeout. So 1 out in the inning here in the top half of the 4th. A little activity down in the Simpson bullpen. Let's see if we can pick up a number.
Number 25 looks to be Gage Smith, an 8th grader. He's down there throwing, getting loose.
Smith loosening up. Andrew Smith steps in. High chopper over to Griffin at first base. Griffin retrieves it, steps on the bag for the 2nd out of the inning. 3 unassisted. 2 outs. Pretty good job right there by Judd. Had to really come off the bag to get that. Of course, the left-hander played it to his right-hand glove side. Waved off Thompson. Had plenty of time to beat the base runners.
Great heads-up play. He knew his runner and made the right choice, kept it himself, and took it to the bag unassisted.
Crosby Mullen steps in, grounded out to the 3rd baseman, his first time up. Swing and a miss, fouled it back to the screen. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs here in the top half of the 4th. No activity down in the Cougar bullpen. Don't expect any. This one's going to be Thompson's baby throughout. Sliced down the right side, out of play and into the empty Cougar bullpen, as I mentioned. So Crosby Mullins in a hole, no balls, 2 strikes. The Simpson first baseman. Here's the pitch from Thompson. Hard hit ball to center field. That ball's deep in the gap, and it is all. Crosby Mullins cuts them all, and no ball, 2 strikes. Straight down the middle, and Mullins stepped on it, hit it to the deepest part of the ballpark. Cleared the ball in left center field. So a home run for Mullins answers the previous home run from Trenton Tarver.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. 0-2 pitch. And left something right out over the heart of the plate. And Mullins did not miss it and crushed it out of here in left center field, like you said, in one of the deepest parts of the ballpark. So unfortunate. Got ahead 0-2 and couldn't put him away.
Tell you what,
big run.
Yeah, Fortenberry took about 2 steps and he called off his trot. That one was a laser out of the park for Mullins on a 0-2 count. So 3-1 ball game. Caven Academy still out in front, but Mullins cuts the lead with a solo home run. Matt Adcock steps in, singled his last time up. All strike 1. Hard hit ball down the left side. Just inside the line. That's extra bases for Adcock. On his way to second base, retrieved by Fortenberry. So a stand-up double from Adcock. That was a chalk duster down the left side. No doubt it was a fair ball. So the catcher Adcock with the double.
Number 27, Braden Duncan, who was in earlier in the game, the run for Adcock, is now back in at second base as the courtesy runner.
Runner down at second base in the form of Duncan. Walton Kennedy steps in. Hard hit ball by Kennedy. Watt goes back, makes a catch up against the wall. Great play out in center field to retire Kennedy. A long fly ball to Michael Watson, center field, crashed into the center field wall, and as he made the catch for the 3rd out of the inning, but not before Simpson could strike for 1 run on 2 hits, no Brookhaven errors, and no runners were left on base. At the end of 3.5, Brookhaven Academy 3, Simpson 1. Let's give it back to the studio. Let's go 30 seconds. 30 seconds down the line. This is BA Baseball on CougarsLive.org and B92.
During times of uncertainty, It's comforting to know we have a healthcare system in our community that's been committed to supporting us for well over a century. In this current time, we are standing together, and our bond is stronger than ever. KDMC, caring for our community like no one else can.
Back here at Williams-Gillis, and as we were talking about the quick warm-up pitches for Smith of Simpson, we're now waiting on the catcher of the Adcock, so we're going to have to fill a little time here. Went with a 30-second break. Nonetheless, we can recap the ball game. Brookhaven Academy played at 2 runs in the bottom half of the second inning, and then a third run on a solo home run from Trenton Tarver in the bottom half of the third inning. Simpson scoreless through 3. Crosby Mullins took a 0-2 pitch, hit it to the deepest part of the ballpark into the parking lot for a solo home run in the top half of the fourth, cut the deficit to a 3-1 margin for Brookhaven Academy, and that's where we are as we move into the bottom half of the fourth inning.
Talking about how fast Smith works. Even in his warm-ups, he's looking over at the dugout, waiting on his starting catcher to get back out there, motioning, come on.
Yeah.
And he's ready to go. He's on that hill, ready to throw and get this thing going again.
Nothing wrong with that, man. Find the groove and stay in it. Trevor Fortenberry, Michael Watts, and Avery Griffin, 7-8-9 for Brookhaven Academy. Swing and a miss by Fortenberry. That ball's 1 strike. Fortenberry hit by a pitch his first time up. He also scored. Pitch on the way from Smith. Breaking pitch. Couldn't find the corner. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Stayed outside. James Coney, our home plate umpire, veteran official, been doing it a long time. He's been consistent through 3 innings of play here with his strike zone.
That one, Fortenberry again takes it off the knee. So Fortenberry hit by the pitch again. It's one of those. Fortenberry just kind of crunched his knee on contact.
I think Coach Greer asked home plate umpire Coney about that, and his response was he's in the batter's box.
Yeah, you can do what you want. He's not reaching out over the plate. A lot of times it's really hard without picking up a foot, taking the front foot off the ground to get out over the plate. Now, you see a lot of batters will lean over the plate with the shoulder and catch one on the forearm. That's a different situation, but it's really hard for Fortenberry, whose feet are not leaving the ground, to extend his stance out over the plate. That's just a inside curveball. Twice Fortenberry's taken it off the knee and the left thigh. So Michael White steps in, doubled his first time up. Fouled that one off his leg. Strike 1. No outs in the inning. Fortenberry down at first. Watts also had an RBI with his stand-up double. Ball left side, hit and run on. Barrett McKinney makes a play out at shortstop, nowhere to go with it. So another infield single there, another hit for White.
Shortstop moving to second base on the pitch. He was going to be covering on the throw down to second base and had to put on the brakes and come back, and there was no way he was going to take a chance of getting Michael Watts going down to first base on that play. So great piece of base running and hitting both by the Cougars on that play.
Absolutely. Fortenberry was moving on the pitch. Watts hit it right to the hole. McKinney had to put on the brakes, go back and retrieve the ball. No way to make a play on it. Avery Griffin steps in. Foul ball off the bat. Came back and hit the bill of the helmet. Hit him right in the cheek. What we were talking about last night, the 96-mile-an-hour fastball caught Bryce Harper right in the jaw.
Yeah.
Boy, he brushed it off and walked to the dugout.
Bloodied, but did, like you said, walked off on his own. Sat out today. He deserved that day off.
Yeah,
that's right.
Scary moment last night in the bigs.
Yes.
Griffin singled his last time, had RBI. Let's see if he can move the runners around. Spin move out from Smith. Nothing doing out at second base with Fortenberry. Simpson in on the corners. Griffin Pop-up bunt. Wow. What a sequence right there. Griffin with the bunt sailed over the head of the pitcher, Smith, but hit right on top of the pitcher's mound and bounced straight up in the air. So they got the lead runner, Fortenberry, at third and put on the brakes. So 1 out in the inning. Griffin reaches on a fielder's choice.
Yeah, Trevor at second base had to put the brakes on when he saw it popped up. Got over the pitcher's head, hit that turf, and came right back to him.
Yeah.
Made an easy play to third for the force out.
Colin Waldrop steps in and calls strike one. Boy, Coach, that ball's about 2 or 3 feet more. It's going to hit the backside of the pitcher's mound and roll toward second base. But
everybody's safe at that point. You're right.
That one hitting dead on top and bounced straight up in the air. Ball up and out of his own. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Blocks down at second. Avery Griffin over at first base for Brookhaven Academy. 3-1 lead for the Cougars. Waldrop to McKinney at shortstop. Toss to second. That's 1. So they got the lead runner out at second base. Waldrop reaches on the fielder's choice. 6-4 to retire Griffin in the second out of the inning. Watts moves down to third. Dylan Fortenberry steps in. Hit by a pitch back in the first inning. Grounded out to the pitcher in the second inning. His third at bat of the night. Watch down at third. Waldrop over at first base. Ball up and out of the zone. Ball 1 to Fortenberry. Let's see if they move Waldrop right here. The man, the perfect throw from Adcock. Simpson takes a chance with it. There goes Waldrop. Thrown out to center field.
Well, they had the cut play on, but nobody cut it. Second baseman came in and shaded like he was going to just fake the cut and didn't flag it, and shortstop missed it. Both of them not on the same page. Coach Greer hollering, cut. So they did have the cut play on, but somebody missed the signal there defensively for Simpson.
Yeah, I mean, it was the perfect cutoff play. Cougars read it perfectly. Watts was holding it third. Shortstop let it go. Second baseman couldn't field it. The ball sailed into center field. Michael Watts easily scores from third base. Fortenberry, line drive down the right side. Mullins lays chase. Can't get to it. So 2 balls, 1 strike to Fortenberry. 2 outs in the inning. Watts scored on the attempted throw down to second that got away from Simpson. He easily waltzed in. 4-1 lead for the Cougars.
Huge at bat right here for Dylan. That's a big run 90 feet away.
Mm-hmm. Swing and miss in the dirt. 2 balls, 2 strikes to the Cougar senior. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 4-1 lead for Brookhaven Academy. Here's the pitch to Fortenberry, inner half. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Waldrop, as you mentioned, 90 feet away. Thompson on deck. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Over the head of Mullins. That one's going to go to the right field corner. Sharp single by Fortenberry. RBI scores Waldrop.
Nice piece of hitting by Dylan right there. Mullins at first base just either read it really late off the bat. He started to throw his glove up, but he wasn't in time. It was hit hard, but not that hard. Well, I thought he could have made a play, but he was late reading it, and it just scooted right past his glove into right field for an RBI single for Dylan Fortenberry.
Tell you what, the inside breaking pitch, and it may have just been one of those that Fortenberry waited so long on it and just kind of hit it behind him. Fortenberry is picked off at first base. Got him out at second base. Picked him off at first base. Toss from Mullins out to the shortstop, McKinney. tagged Fortenberry on his way to second base. But the Cougars strike twice here in the bottom half of the fourth inning, picked up 2 runs on 2 hits, 1 Simpson error, and no runners were left on base. At the end of 4 complete for Brookhaven Academy 5, Simpson 1. Let's get to the studio for 1 minute. 1 minute down the line. This is BA Baseball on CougarsLive.org and B92.
Our youth sports programs are an important part of our community. Rex Lumber is proud to be a supporter of youth sports. As in sports, teamwork is an important part of any business and community effort. Rex Lumber supports our community and is pleased to be a part of the team helping Lincoln County grow. And a big thank you to all the players, coaches, family, and supporters who make it all happen. Go teams! Rex Lumber is with you all the way.
C&W Homes in Vicksburg has new 2021 Deer Valley Capper, Buccaneer, and Sunshine homes arriving daily. Come see the fantastic new designs and conventional home look. At C&W Homes, you buy factory direct. That means you save big. Price includes standard delivery and setup, central heat and air, and vinyl skirting. C&W Homes will not be undersold. C&W Homes, Highway 61 South, Vicksburg. Online, cwmobilehomes.com. Call 800-748-9056. Like them on Facebook. C&W Homes, Highway 61 South, Vicksburg.
Back here at Williams-Gillis Ballpark, 5-1 lead for Brookhaven Academy as we move into the top half of the 5th inning. And Dr. Moat just announced 1 hour of baseball has been played as we move into the 5th, 4 complete. Pretty good pace to this one.
Yeah, great pace there. Both pitchers working efficiently and throwing strikes, and both teams are hitting the ball, putting it in play, and making some plays behind each of their respective pitchers.
Barrett McKinney, Warner Watkins, and leadoff batter Bentley Berry. 8-9-1 for Simpson here in the top half of the 5th. Pitch out of the zone, ball 1. McKinney had a lot of work out at shortstop. 2 balls, no strikes. So Thompson's just got to find the groove. We have the bucket with strikes right here. Swinging, foul ball off the glove of Tarver. 2 balls, 1 strike. Great crowd here tonight at Williams-Gillis. So we've got a good live stream and radio crowd as well. Continue work down the bullpen for Simpson. Fouled over the screen, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Looking across the scoreboard, Coach, leadoff walk to Bentley Berry, and I don't think Thompson has walked a batter since that leadoff batter of the ball game. 2-2 pitch. Flair out of play down the right side. Went with a breaking pitch. Tried to go with a backdoor curveball.
Yeah, he has pitched to contact since that leadoff batter of the ball game, and they've helped him out a few times with swinging the strikes out of the zone. So, job well done thus far, Captain Thompson.
Fly ball, left side, Easton Boyd. Called off by Griffin. The shortstop, good job out there by Griffin. Fly 6 if you're scoring at home. First out of the inning, Warner Watkins to step in. The Cougar left fielder, the Simpson Cougar left fielder. Oh, you like to see a freshman out there call off the infield, take charge. That's what you're supposed to do as a shortstop. Good job by Griffin. Watkins singled his first time up. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
Straight breaking ball. Started right across the plate and just broke down at his ankle. He had no shot at hitting that one into play.
Was involved in a 3rd inning double play after his single. Another breaking pitch, strike 2.
Same pitch. Started off on the outer half and broke off at his shoestrings, and now he's going to be guessing, I'm sure, here.
Absolutely.
What's coming next.
3 shakes. Here comes Thompson. Another breaking pitch. Landed about 58 feet.
58 feet. Sounds good.
Good job back there by Tarver. Watkins swings with that one in the dirt, has the opportunity to run. Tarver blocked it up with the chest protector right out in front of the plate. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Ground ball down to Boyd at third. Boyd bothers it. Can't make the play. Wow. Clean scoop out of the dirt. Went to take the transfer ball to throwing hand and just couldn't get it out of the glove. So infield error on Boyd. Let's hope that one doesn't cost the Cougars. Leadoff batter Brentley Berry. And work down in his own ball one. 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out. Warner Watkins down at third via the error. Got a timeout on the field. Home plate umpire asking for and receiving some fresh baseballs. Mr. Clooney from the basketball courts as well.
Yeah, he's a good official. He does it all.
Yeah. Good demeanor out there.
Yep.
Here's the pitch called strike one.
Long-time educator, administrator, teacher, coach, and official.
1 ball, 1 strike. 1 out in the inning. Didn't get the call right there. 2 balls, 1 strike. Okay, that right field sun is still beaming down on the right side of the infield and outfield for the Brookhaven Academy. Three balls, 1 strike, 1 out. We're in the top half of the 5th inning. Cougars lead 5-1. 6 hits for Brookhaven Academy, 5 hits for Simpson. Shot to the left side, to go between Boyd and Griffin to the outfield. Fortenberry will throw it into the infield. So a sharp single for Berry. Warner Watkins scampers down to second base, so the Cougars of Simpson have something working here in the top half of the 5th. Carter Cockrell steps in, fly ball to center back in the 3rd, and singled in the 1st. Thompson looks into Tarver. He'll check his runners. Comes to the plate. Fly ball center field. Michael Watts flips the shades down, makes the play in center. Runner's going to good job right there by Thompson. Watts, not sure where he was throwing that one. Looked like he been a bit confused and wanted to throw to the plate.
Forgot that there was runners on first and second, thinking somebody was on third base, and he throws like he's throwing home.
No cutoff, man. Tarver retrieves it between home plate.
Great job, Captain Thompson. He was where he was supposed to be, backing up the throw to what was supposed to be third base. When that throw came from Tarver, to third base, he was there to save it from keeping that runner from scoring.
Yeah, so let's see if the Cougars can make the way out of a blunder right here. Call strike one to Bryce Jensen. Jensen's 2 strikeouts on the evening. Well, that's a huge play by Thompson, backing up the throw as a pitcher should do. Expect him to throw from center to third, but it turned out from home to third. Got by Boyd at third. In the dirt, 1 ball, 1 strike to Jensen. Yeah, I think Watts clearly thought there was a runner on third base, so he was throwing to the plate. And then, unfortunately, didn't have a cutoff man. Thompson looks, delivers, outer half, 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runners on the corners. Barry down at first.
They're surprised
at third.
They haven't put Barry in motion yet.
You know, you kind of wonder with a 5-run lead would Tarver throw at him. Shot up the middle. That's going to be a base hit to Watson. So that throwing blunder does cost the Cougars. So base hit, RBI single from Bryce Jensen to score Watkins. Instead of bases loaded now, got a run in, 5-2 ball game. Runners at first and second, Barry out at second, and Bryce Jensen over at first base. Andrew Smith steps in, hit by a pitch, grounded out to the first baseman. Griffin calls strike one, outer half. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Cougars want to stop the momentum right here. Here's the pitch from Thompson. Low and out of the zone. 1 ball, 1 strike. 7 hits on the ball game for Simpson. 6 for the Cougars. 2 hits this inning for Simpson. Here's the pitch from Thompson. That one's going to hit Smith on the arm. So that'll advance the runners. Barry down to third. Jensen over to second base, and Andrew Smith trots to first base. Conversation between Coach Caleb Upton and the home plate umpire. And we will have a visit to the mound. Let's give it back to the studio for 30 seconds. 30 seconds down the line. This is BA Baseball on CougarsLive.org and B92.
Our community deserves a healthcare system that is committed to your care and prepared to serve you in every phase of your life. At King's Daughters Medical Center, we're ready to care for every patient who needs us, when they need us. We work around the clock to ensure that when that time comes, you get safe and reliable medical care, because our focus is on you, and we are ready to give you personal, exceptional care. King's Daughters Medical Center, caring for our community like no one else can.
Back here at Williams Gillis, Crosby Mullen steps in, homered his last time up. Bases unloaded, nowhere to put him. 5-2 ball game, 2 outs here in the top half of the 5th inning. Pitch from Thompson, bounces, gets over the head of Carver. Barry will scamper home. For Simpson's 3rd run of the ball game. Bryce Jensen moves over to 3rd. Andrew Smith, courtesy runner for Smith, who has dumped in again. Out to 2nd. Ball 1 to Mullins. 5-3 ball game in the top half of the 5th. Here's the pitch from Thompson. 2 balls, no strikes to Mullins. First base is open. Catcher Matt Adcock on deck. Thompson rocks and delivers. Slicer down to center field. Michael Watts on the run, makes the play. High ball to center fielder. Watts in the 3rd out of the inning, but not before Simpson could strike with 2 runs on 2 hits. 1 Brookhaven error and 2 runners left on base at the end of 4.5. Brookhaven Academy 5, Simpson Academy 3. Let's give it back to the studio for 30 seconds. 30 seconds down the line. This is BA Baseball on CougarsLive.org and B92.
Extend your banking hours with MyTeller from Trustmark in Brookhaven. Find MyTeller machines downtown across from the Inez and in Lincoln Plaza. Available 7 till 7 Monday through Friday and 9 till noon Saturday. MyTeller connects you to a live teller who can help you make deposits and withdrawals, cash checks to the penny, make loan payments and withdrawals, and answer balance inquiries. Just touch the screen to get started. MyTeller also functions as a 24-hour-a-day ATM. MyTeller from Trustmark Bank in Brookhaven, downtown and in Lincoln Plaza. 7 till 7 Monday through Friday, 9 till noon Saturday. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
Back here at Williams-Gillis, moving to the bottom half of the fifth inning. Brookhaven Academy 5. Simpson played at 2 runs in the top half of the fifth to tighten the score to 5-3. Due up for Brookhaven, Caston Thompson, Trenton Tarver, Easton Boyd, 3-4-5 for Brookhaven Academy. Andrew Smith back out for his fifth inning of work. Shot out to right field. Jensen up under it, makes the play. Right off the handle from Thompson. Didn't have anything on it. Jensen flipped the sunshades down, easily made the play. 1 pitch, 1 out. Fly ball to the right fielder. Trenton Tarver steps in. Fielder's choice in the first. Solo home run and RBI, obviously, in the third. All strike one under the hands. Inner half of the plate. The ball's 1 strike, 1 out. We're in the bottom half of the field. Cougars clinging to a 2-run lead. Backdoor field ball, didn't get the strike. 1 ball, 1 strike to Tarver. Here's the pitch from Smith. Hard hit ball center field. Cockrell goes back, settles under, makes the play. Fly ball to center field for the second out of the inning. Retires Tarver. Coach Cockrell broke on that one. I thought that was going to push him back up against the center field wall. Did a good job going backwards, then working his way back up to the baseball to retire Tarver. Easton Boyd steps in. Breaking pitch, calls strike 1. Boyd grounded out second, struck out in the third inning. It's ground out back in the first. Call strike 2 fastball down the middle. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the bottom half of the fifth inning. Brookhaven Academy trying to hold off any momentum being built by Simpson. Off the plate, ball 1. 2 balls, 1 strike. Or check that, 1 ball, 2 strikes to Boyd. That was up and out of the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
The entire infield for Simpson, 6 or 8 steps towards the dugout on that pitch. And only one person that disagreed, and that was the home plate umpire, James Coney, said it was high in the zone.
In a half, call strike 3. Got that one. So 3 up, 3 down for Simpson here in the bottom half of the fifth inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, no Cougars left on base. So the end, the 5 complete for Brookhaven Academy 5, Simpson 3. Let's give it to the studio for 1 minute. 1 minute down the line. This is BA Baseball on CougarsLive.org and B92.
Welcome to your 2 hometown Sears stores, Highway 51 North Lincoln Plaza, Brookhaven, and 5547 High 55 South in Byram. Shop for great deals on appliances, tools, lawnmowers, and more. Save on leading brands like Kenmore, Samsung, LG, Whirlpool, and GE. Get a hometown service at your locally owned Sears, High 55 South in Byram. Call 769-251-5033 and Lincoln Plaza, Brookhaven, 833-5811. Both stores open Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. till 6 p.m. and noon till 5 on Sunday.
Hey, this is Will Thibodeau with Sullivan Ford Lincoln, Southwest Mississippi's Ford truck headquarters. The spring sales event is on at Sullivan Ford. With tons of new inventory arriving and with trade-in values at historical all-time highs, now's the time to come trade in your ride. Your trade is worth thousands more than ever before here at Sullivan Ford. Bring your trade in and trade up to a new Ford or Lincoln while the selection is best. Come see our family here. Visit us on the World Wide Web at SullivanFordLincoln.com. Sullivan Ford Lincoln. We're better, we're proving it, and we want you to be the judge. Exit 40, Brookhaven.
Back here at Williams-Gillis Ballpark, moving into the top half of the 6th inning. Brookhaven Academy 5, Simpson Academy 3. We got a good one going here at Williams-Gillis. Thompson out for his 6th inning of work. Flip over to Game Changer, try to get a pitch count on Thompson, as well as Smith for Simpson. quick ball game inside of about an hour and 25 minutes thus far. Good job by both ball clubs. Matt Adcock steps in. Walton Kennedy, Barrett McKinney. Call strike one to Adcock. 6-7-8 for Simpson. Here in the top half of the sixth. Cougars 6 outs away from forcing a decisive game 3. Down and out of the zone, 1 ball, 1 strike to Adcock. Thompson 80 pitches. Top half of the 6th inning here at Williams-Gillis. 5-3 ball game. If you're out and about in Brookhaven, come join us. Cougars trying to force a game 3. Breaking pitch right back at Thompson. Stabs it. Toss over to Griffin at first base. Good job fielding your position. 1-3 if you're scoring at home by Thompson. Hits his right-hand glove side. Came off the mound, fielded it, steadied, and threw across to Griffin. Walton Kennedy, third baseman for Simpson, steps in. Line drive to center, a line drive to right field. His first 2 times up. 0 for 2. Breaking pitch, call strike 1. No hesitation from Thompson, coach, going with a first pitch breaking pitch. Went back to the off-speed pitch. Just out of the zone, 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the pitch from Thompson. Grounder, shortstop Griffin. Griffin across the diamond to Griffin in time. Avery Griffin to Judson Griffin for the second out of the inning.
Great play. Two great defensive plays right there for Brookhaven. Big at bat right here. Let's get this third out. 8-hole hitter brings the. We don't want to turn their lineup over this inning because they'll have the 7th inning still and lead off with the 9-hole batter. Let's get this guy right here and go hit for a little bit.
Barrett McKinney steps in. Line drive to the shortstop. His first time up. Fly ball to the shortstop and a line drive right into the glove of Easton Boyd down at third base to retire Barrett McKinney. So a line drive to third base in the third out of the inning. For Simpson, no runs, no hits, no errors, no runners left on base. We're going to give it back to the studio. Let's take 1 minute. 1 minute down the line on this one. You're listening to BA Baseball on CougarsLive.org and B92.
For over 30 years, Fielder's Pro Shop has been Southwest Mississippi's leader with the largest selection of truck accessories. Fielder's Pro Shop specializes in providing the newest truck accessories to improve your vehicle's appearance. Choose from an array of interior and exterior accessories, along with ranch hand and hammerhead bumpers to personalize your ride. Fielder's Pro Shop, Auburn Drive, south of Highway 84, West Brookhaven, and South Broadway, Macomb.
Finding the right Medicare supplement should not be a frustrating experience. Call Joan Dodd Insurance at 601-833-3767 for affordable choices. Joan Dodd Insurance also offers final expense plans and dental insurance. No pressure, no hassles. For your free quote on Medicare supplements, final expense insurance, and dental insurance, call 833-3767. 833-3767 for Joan Dodd Insurance.
Back here at Williams-Gillis, Judson Griffin, Trevor Fortenberry, and Michael Watts, 6-7-8 for the Brookhaven Academy. Griffin with the fly ball deep to the shortstop and grounded out to the shortstop, McKinney. His 2 times up. Moving to the bottom half of the 6th inning, Cougars 3 outs away, 5-3 lead. A little activity down in the bullpen. Easton Boyd warming up.
And Colin Waldrop.
And Waldrop. Ball strike 1 to Griffin. for a couple of insurance runs right here would be big for Brookhaven Academy. Griffin hit ball to the corner. Going to be a single to the left fielder. Does make a good play out there to cut it off. But Griffin with the base hit. C&I single right there from Griffin.
Nice piece of hitting by Judge right there.
You get a timeout and a visit from Coach Kelly Greer. We're going to hold it right here.
Let's talk about Caston Thompson's performance in that last half inning. Beck threw 4 pitches.
Yeah.
Very efficient. Come out, shut down Simpson after they had a great 5th inning and settled down. And, again, threw 4 pitches, got a line drive, made a great defensive play himself and another routine play to shortstop. Very efficient pitching right there, Caston Thompson.
You know, and we talked about it going into that inning. You check the pitch count. He was at 80 pitches, so puts him at 84. Again, and you can have a 110 pitches in a ball game. And Caston has certainly been in that 80, 85 pitch territory many times in his career. Fortenberry to the plate. Might expect him to be bunting right here to move Griffin, see if he can get one down on the ground. They're going to let him swing right back at the pitcher. Boy. Man, double play, tough luck right there. Line drive back to the pitcher for the first out. Doubled up Griffin over at first base. And there's really nothing that the Judge could do on that one. Trevor hit it on the nose. The only thing you want to guard against is the line drive. That one right back at Smith, fielded his position, kind of a protection play right there.
Yeah.
And threw behind Griffin for the second out of the inning. Swing and a miss from Michael Watts. Watts 2 hits on the evening.
That was Smith's 71st pitch of the game.
That's a quick 71. You know, and you look at the guy's probably only thrown 15 warm-up pitches. And he comes out 2 tosses, and he's ready to play baseball. Breaking pitch out of the zone, 2 balls, 1 strike. And we literally we find it hard to keep up with him as I write the pitch down in the book. He's throwing another pitch as he does right there. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Deuces foul in the bottom half of the 6th inning to Michael Watts. Andrew Smith looks in to Adcock. In the dirt. Runs it full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Boy, tough luck right there for the Cougars. That Griffin leadoff signal. Fortenberry hit a laser right back at the pitcher, and they doubled up Judson Griffin over at first base. Good defensive play out there by Smith. Watts fouls it into the dirt. He'll come back and do it again. Kind of surprised I hadn't seen the Cougars step out of the batter's box and just try to slow Smith down a little bit. Here's the pitch to Watts, fouled over the screen. So 8th pitch of that bat coming to Watts. Here's the pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. And that'll do it for the Cougars. In order, no runs on 1 hit, no errors, no runners left on base. After 6 complete for Brookhaven Academy 5. Simpson 3. Let's give it back to the studio for 1 minute down the line. This is BA Baseball on CougarsLive.org and B92.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware folks.
Need appliances? Your appliance center is Perkins Hayes Hardware Brookhaven. Perkins Hayes Hardware carries leading brands like Speed Queen. For washers and dryers, refrigerators, freezers, and more, you can depend on the helpful hardware folks at Perkins Hayes Hardware. Lincoln Plaza, Brookhaven, open Monday through Saturday, 7 a.m. till 5 p.m.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware folks.
Online, acehardware.com/local/Perkins Ace Hardware. This year, cut your lawn mowing down to size. Mow with an attitude with a Bad Boy Mower of Perkins Ace Hardware. Don't let lawn mowing take a bite out of your fun time. For Bad Boy Mower sales and service, it's Perkins Ace Hardware in Lincoln Plaza, Brookhaven.
Bad Boy, mow with an attitude.
Come in and check out the full line of Bad Boy Mowers at Perkins Ace Hardware.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware folks.
Perkins Hayes Hardware, open Monday through Saturday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m.
And we're back here at Williams Gillis. Did a little technical work between the breaks, during the break, and I think we got our commercials now working, so I do apologize. Just didn't have an opportunity to take a look at it. Cougars 3 outs away from forcing the game 3. First pitch on the way to Warner Watkins, 9-hole hitter for Simpson. Berry on deck and Copper. 9-1-2 for Simpson. Call strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Warner Watkins. Cougars looking for 3 outs to secure game 1. Here's the pitch from Thompson. Wanted to overthrow that one. Got a little too much on it. 2 balls, 1 strike. No outs in the inning. Thompson rocks, fires. Out of half, didn't get the call. 3-1 count to Watkins. Coach Kelly Greer pacing the third base coach's box. Here's the pitch, fouled over the screen. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Watkins. Thompson really working quick this inning. Shakes off a couple signals from Tarver. Delivers to the plate. Throwing in the dirt. They get off that. For Watkins, the tying run in the form of Brentley Berry comes to the plate.
Something you didn't want to see for Brookhaven is to give a free pass right there. Bring that tying run to play. Make them earn it. Leave there running. Put the ball in play with his bat. Got to bear down and no strikes now. He's not a real big threat to take a base, and I think they'll probably play it safe down 2 here in the 7th.
Here's the pitch to Berry. That one's in the dirt. Ball 1. Berry walked us back in the first. Grounded out to the second baseman in the third. Had a single in the 5th. Also scored in the 5th. 1 ball, no strikes. We're in the top half of the segment. Cougars clinging to a 5-3 lead. Call strike 1. Take all the way from Berry. I think Berry kind of wanted that one in on his hands as well. 1 ball, 1 strike. That one's going to work down out of the zone. 2 balls, 1 strike. First we saw Easton Boyd warming up in the pen for Brookhaven Academy. Certainly go to Easton if we had to. Thompson look. 3-1. Berry showed bunt right there. Didn't really expect it. So 3 balls, 1 strike. Brentley Berry. He's the tying run for Simpson. Warner Watkins down at first. We're in the top half of the 7th. Ball strike 2. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Thompson's running full count on the first 2 batters here in the 7th. Thompson looks, delivers. Hard hit ball down the left side. That one's going to sail into the bullpen on the Simpson side of the field. So Berry out in front of that one. Put good wood to bat. Couldn't keep it between the lines. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Brentley Berry, Simpson second baseman. Warner Watkins down at third base. Got to check that at first base. Got a ball on the field, on the right field. Like a tennis ball. A little tennis ball game going on the other side of the fence. Interesting coach Warner Watkins, WW, Brentley Berry, BB, and Carl Cockle, CC, 9-1-2. That's a Dr. Ed observation right there.
There it is. Nicely done, Beck Warren.
Yeah. The observant one. 3-2 pitch from Captain Thompson. Out of the zone, ball 4. The back-to-back walk. given up by Thompson, and that's going to draw a visit from Coach Caleb Upton. Let's recap this ball game. Brookhaven Academy picked up 2 runs back in the first inning, and their third run of the ball game on the solo run from Trenton Tarver in the third. Simpson picked up their first run of the ball game in the fourth. Brookhaven Academy answered in the bottom with 2 runs of their own, and their total of 5. Simpson in the top half of the fifth inning, 2 runs, and their total of 3 with 5-3 ball game, 7 hits for both ball clubs, only 1 error on the scoreboard for both ball clubs. So a pretty good ball game. Just over an hour and 2 hours and 10 minutes. Or an hour and 40 minutes. Not yet 2 hours, yeah. So conversation between home plate umpire and Caleb Upton. Coach Caleb Upton trying to just make sure he and the umpire are on the same page, I think, about visits to the mound. Watkins down at second. Brentley Berry at first, no outs. Back-to-back walks given up by the Cougars. Cockrell steps in, calls strike 1. Ooh, ball 1. Out. Not sure where that one missed. Thompson looks in, delivers. Ball strike 1. Good pitch right there from Thompson. Good fastball, split the plate in half. Call, ask for and receive. I think Tarver may have called timeout. He had something in his eye right there. We're back to baseball. 5-3 lead for the Cougars. No outs in the top half of the seventh. 2 runners on for Simpson. Trying to tie this ball game. And over there, 2 balls, 1 strike. Decision time here for Coach Caleb Upton. If Thompson can't retire Cockrell. Looks in. Here's the pitch. Shot up the middle. That's going to be a base hit. But watch. Runners advance 90 feet. So a single. That loads the bases for Simpson. Single for Cockrell. Berry moves down to second base. Watkins over to third base. Going to be another visit from Coach Caleb Upton. Let's see if he takes the baseball, goes to Easton Boyd, and he does. Tell you what, we're going to give it back to the studio. Let's go back to the studio for 2 minutes. 2 minutes while we have a pitch and change. We'll reset the defense and be back on the other side. You're listening to BA Baseball on CougarsLive.org and B92.
Haven Hall Healthcare Center is committed to providing your loved ones with superior care. Haven Hall Healthcare provides residents a comfortable setting with care provided by a staff dedicated to their well-being. Haven Hall Healthcare Center offers an exam room for telehealth calls and other services. Find out more about the services offered at Haven Hall Healthcare, 101 Mills Street, Brookhaven by calling 601-833-5608, 601-833-5608.
A monument is more than a headstone. It's a lasting memorial. Brookhaven Monument helps families design and create unique works of art to honor your loved ones. Visit the Brookhaven Monument showroom on Highway 51 North Brookhaven. Brookhaven Monument's facility houses state-of-the-art equipment, allowing them to do all necessary work on site. Honor your loved one with a fitting memorial and ask about their pre-planning program. Brookhaven Monument, 807 Highway 51 North Brookhaven.
Call 833-5701.
Hey, this is Will Thibodeau with Sullivan Ford Lincoln, Southwest Mississippi's Ford truck headquarters. The spring sales event is on at Sullivan Ford. With tons of new inventory arriving and with trade-in values at historical all-time highs, now's the time to come trade in your ride. Your trade is worth thousands more than ever before here at Sullivan Ford. Bring your trade in and trade up to a new Ford or Lincoln while the selection is best. Come see our family here. Visit us on the World Wide Web at SullivanFordLincoln.com. Sullivan Ford Lincoln. We're better, we're proving it, and we want you to be the judge. Exit 40, Brookhaven.
Flooring Warehouse of Brookhaven is pleased to announce they now have 2 locations to serve you. 805 Brookway Boulevard and also Highway 51 South in the former J&B Tile location. They have you covered with cutting-edge materials from countertops to floor coverings. Get in-house fabrication, unparalleled installation, and stunning design. From remodels to new construction, get fast, friendly service at Flooring Warehouse of Brookhaven on Brookway Boulevard at 601-265-2372 and Flooring Warehouse of Brookhaven and Natural Stone, Highway 51 South, 601-833-4005.
Back here at Williams Gillis, bases loaded for Simpson. No outs in the top half of the seventh inning. Bryce Jensen, Cougars with a 5-3 lead. Simpson trying to tie it up and take the lead. Easton Boyd to the mound for Brookhaven Academy. Cougars searching for an out. Out of the zone, ball 1. Jensen with 2 strikeouts and a single. Had the single in the 5th. Watkins at third. Berry out of second. Cockrell at first base. Ball 2. That one stayed down from the zone. 2 balls, no strikes. Easton Boyd trying to pitch his way to a second game pitching start. That's going to be ball 3. Waldrop slides over to third base. Trevor Fortenberry second base. Griffin Justin moves to right field. And Thompson to first base on the pitching change. 3 balls, no strikes. Ball strike 1. Bryce Jensen. Cougar shaded to the right field side. Watts right of the flag pole. Fortenberry moves toward the right, left center field gap. All 4. The bases loaded. Walsh to Jensen. All the eye. We got a 5-4 ball game here at Williams Gillis. Andrew Smith, the pitcher, steps in, hit batsman 2 times this evening, grounded out to the first baseman. 5-4 ball game, tying run 90 feet away in the form of Bentley Berry. Cougars in on the corners. Call strike 1. Boyd's going to work out of the windup. Looks into Tarver. He's got his sign. Breaking pitch. Work up and out of the zone. Ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Andrew Smith. Starting pitcher for Simpson. Boyd delivers. 2 balls, 1 strike. I'm going to stay down in the zone. Nowhere to put him. No outs. Cougars in a jam right here. Boyd looks to Tarver and delivers. Fouled right back at us. 2 balls, 2 strikes. We're in the top half of the 7th inning. 5-4 ball game. Bases loaded for Simpson, trying to tie it and take the lead. Here's the pitch from Boyd. Breaking pitch. Didn't get the call. Full count. Here's the pitch from the Boyd. Now that'll play by Smith. He'll come back and do it again. Well, we've had a ball game full of full counts and double plays. A lot of double plays this afternoon. So
yes, we have.
8 hits for Simpson, 7 for Brookhaven Academy. 5-4 ball game. This is playoff baseball. Slice down the left side. That one's going to work out a play as well. back it up and do it again. 3-2 count, no outs. Bases loaded for Simpson. Easton Boyd trying to work the Cougars out of a jam. Boyd looks in. Smith digs in. Here's the pitch. Grounder to shortstop. Griffin toss over to second to get the runner out of second base, but not before Berry scores from third base. So fielder's choice for Smith. Bryce Jensen, 6-4 fielder's choice for that first out of the inning in a 5-5 ball game here in the top half of the seventh inning. Got the ground ball, Coach, but just not too high of a hop to turn the double play.
Yeah, there's no chance of turning that. It's hit so softly.
So runners at the corners. Cockrell down at third. Smith.
Over courtesy runner for Smith at first base. That's going to be senior number 17, Jaden Wedgeworth.
Wedgeworth in the run for the pitcher Smith. Crosby Mullen steps in, grounded out to third base and fly ball to center field and a home run. A solo version back in the fourth.
Need a ground ball right here. Double play candidate in the box. See if he can get him a ground ball right here.
Boyd looks in. He'll check his runners. Good cut right there from Mullins. Want to go the other way with that one. Bounded against the screen. No balls, one strike.
Wedgeworth was moving on the pitch.
Tell you what, Mullins really let that one get deep. Seeing him only hit it to the right side. Try to push Cockrell across the plate. Go ahead run. Yeah, you got to expect Wedgeworth to be moving. Moving again, called. Strike two. Got him out of second base. What's Harvard double clutched it and just gassed Wedgeworth out at second.
Yeah, if he throws it anywhere other than there, it's no way he has a chance because of the double clutch. But he threw it on the money to the bag.
Good dig out there by Avery Griffin laying the tag on Wedgeworth. Man, dig out right there. No balls, 2 strikes to Mullins. Call strike 2, and what an arm right there by Tarver. Here's a big pitch to Mullins. Call strike 3. Ooh, boy, works out of a jam, and the Cougars have an opportunity to win the ball game with 1 run in the bottom half of the 7th inning. Whew, what a ball game. We're going to give it back to the studio for 30 seconds. 30 seconds, we'll come back and get set for the final inning of play with the Cougars' chance to win it here in the bottom of the 7th. You're listening to BA Baseball on CougarsLive.org and B92.
There's nothing small about the heart of your business. It's why your employees aren't just employees. They're family. We can help you protect them like family. For 175 years, that's been the legacy of New York Life Insurance Company. Simply call Dwayne Allred, your local New York Life agent. Dwayne can be reached at 601-833-0604 or at NewYorkLife.com. He will help you put your love into action for your business, your employees, and can even do it for your family too.
Back here at Williams-Gillis, we won't come back early on this break. Looks like we got a pitching change for Simpson. Let's see if we can pick up a number.
That's Walton Kennedy.
Let's see, we pick up a number right here. Coach Mullins is, number 19 for Simpson.
Previous third baseman.
Kennedy. Little sidewinder for Simpson Academy. So we'll move Kennedy over to the mound. He'll be replaced over third base. We'll have to pick up maybe number 11. It's going to slide to third base. For Simpson, we'll pick him up, and that's Auburn Kennedy.
I think our starting pitcher, Smith.
Smith. That's him out in right field, I believe, so we'll go with that. We think that Smith has moved to right field. Auburn Kennedy to third base. And Walton Kennedy to the mound. He's a sidewinder. Got a lot of arm slots. A lot of stuff on his pitches.
Senior for Simpson Academy.
Avery Griffin, Colin Walter, Dylan Fortenberry trying to win it here in the bottom half of the 7th inning for the Cougars. Here's the pitch. Griffin, first pitch swing into the Simpson dugout as they scramble. Strike one to the Cougars shortstop. So Griffin's had a solid out there on defense tonight.
Yes.
One hit on the night for Griffin. Hard hopper down to third base. Fielded by Kennedy. Throw across the diamond. Scooped out of the dirt by Mullins. Good play by Auburn Kennedy over at third base. Austin Mullins for the first out of the inning. Boy, I thought it might get over his head at third. Hit the hard ground in front of the plate. Kennedy had to go up high for it. Throws it across the diamond for the first out of the inning. Colin Walter stands in with one out here in the bottom half of the 7th. 5-5 ball game. Off the hands, fouled it. Right to the same spot Griffin fouled his into the Simpson dugout.
Yeah, carbon copy, first pitch. In on the hands of our batter. Fouled over Coach Kelly Green. Simpson dugout, third base side.
Kennedy looks into Adcock. Side on pitch. Gonna be a base hit out in the left field. Good piece of hitting right there from Walter. Hit it fast with shortstop McKinney. There's something brewing for the Cougars. Dylan Fortenberry's going to step in. Fortenberry 1 for 3 on the night. Check that 1-2. Ground out to the pitcher, hit by a pitch, and single in the 4th. Big opportunity right here for Fortenberry. Walter down at first. He's the winning run. Pitch to Dylan, call strike one. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out in the inning. Five ball game with the bottom half of the 7th inning. Kennedy steps off the back of the rubber, does not throw to first. Walter quickly back. Pitch to Fortenberry. Base hit to the right side. Walter's going to hold up at second base, so a single from Fortenberry pushes Walter. Back-to-back singles, 1-out singles from Walter, and now by Fortenberry. It's going to bring up Caston Thompson. Redemption for Thompson right here. He could end it with 1 swing of the bat. Anything in the gaps or down the line, expect Walter to try to score.
Our batters are doing a good job here, just picking it up out of the sidewinder's hands.
Mm-hmm. That one's going to go to the gap, left center, center fielder. Cottrell makes the run and play in the gap. The fly ball to the center of the field with Cottrell. Well, I thought that one might get down, Coach, but Cottrell
got good wheels out there in center fielder, much like Michael Watts. So two good center fielders playing defense today.
I was going to say, yeah, Cottrell kicked it into an extra gear right there. That was a gap shot. Not too deep, and Cottrell made it look easy. Clinton Tarver steps in, home run earlier in the ball game. First pitch on the way, ball 1. Throw down to second base. Walter's getting a little greedy out there. Adcock snap throw to second. Walter scampers back to the bag. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs. Trenton Tarver. Spin move from Walton Kennedy. Again, Walter back to the bag. Swing and miss from Tarver. 1 ball, 1 strike. We're in the top half of the 7th inning, 5-5 ball game here at Williams-Gillis. Cougars trying to force a third game. Oh, hit ball down the line. Walter, it's a third. Yes, sir. 4. Yes, sir. 5. Victory for Caven Academy.
Well done.
Hard hit single from Trenton Tarver. Scores Walter from second base, and that'll close the book on game 2 and 4 of decisive game 3 here at Williams-Gillis Ballpark, much to the delight of the right field Rowdy Roos student section.
Great piece of hitting right there, Trent Tarver. Fastball inside half. He turned on it, painted it beautifully inside the third base bag. Colin Waldrop scored easily with a nice head-first slide into home plate, exclamation point on a nice 6-5 victory here for the Brookhaven Academy Cougars.
6-5 victory, as you said, Coach. 10 hits on the night for Brookhaven Academy, 8 hits for Simpson. None bigger than the single down the left field line from Trenton Tarver to score to Colin Waldrop from second base. 3 hits in the inning, only 1 run in the inning for Brookhaven Academy. 1 run needed, 1 run picked up by the Cougars, and the win 6-5. Tell you what, we're going to take a break. We'll be off air for about 20-25 minutes. We'll get set for Game 3, go get our lineups, and we'll be back just around the corner for the third and decisive game, semifinal action. South State semifinals, 4A division is on the line in about 30 minutes. Brookhaven Academy versus Simpson Academy. We'll be back just around the corner with BA Baseball for Game 3 in about 30 minutes.
Southwest Mississippi's #1 for classic country, WBKN, Brookhaven, B92.1 FM.
The class of 2021